Hello everyone, this is Scarzig, and welcome back to another episode of Duelyst. Today I have my first round of replay reviews. This game comes to us from Dravo9. He sent this to me, just added me to the friends list like I explained in my last video, and wanted me to review this replay for him. He said it had a lot of really cool decisions and nice plays, and I was glad to go over it for him. This is actually my first time watching this replay. The only thing I know is that he is playing an Arcanyst Songhai deck against Swarm Abyssian is what he told me. So without further ado, let's get right into it. We'll hit play here. And seeing this hand right here, I would definitely keep all of this. You can just go ahead and open up with a Chakri Avatar. This is pretty interesting here, moving up to play the Chakri Avatar in a more defensive position instead of moving too forward to go for the standard opening to maybe get a mana tile next turn. But this is generally considered to be a bit more safer, and since he does have the Mist Dragon Seal on hand, this might be the best bet for keeping this thing alive. Abyssian might want to run a Demonic Lore or something and take out that Chakri Avatar right away, but we see here that Dravo is choosing to develop the Lantern Fox instead of spamming the spells here to get the Chakri Avatar buffed. In my opinion, that's a bit risky because, like I said, you have the threat of Demonic Lore that can just take out the Chakri Avatar for free, essentially, before it has a chance to get buffed up. So I think that what he's doing is taking a larger risk to get a stronger payoff. So we'll see how he deals with the Black Solace here. Now this minion of course gets 2 attack for every Wraithling that's summoned, so he does need to take this out before it gets too problematic. Fortunately, we do see the Abyssian Sage coming down, and Chakri Avatar is an Arcanyst, so it's going to be getting additional HP alongside its own effective buffs. Coming down here, he's also buffing the Lantern Fox with the Mist Dragon Seal to relocate it. This is very good, using the Lantern Fox to attack Wraithlings, because you're going to get more procs off of it. You're going to get more Phoenix Fires. He's out of mana for the turn, but I can see here that Dravo looks like he's going to keep the Phoenix Fires. Normally, when you get a bunch of them off of Lantern Fox, you can start replacing them into your deck to get a more variety in your hand, and you have a higher chance of drawing them. Ooh, and down comes the Ephemeral Shroud. He's actually choosing to dispel the Abyssian Sage rather than the Lantern Fox, which I think... I'm not sure which one should be dispelled. The Abyssian Sage probably is best overall, because the Chakri Avatar, you can see, is already up to a 411, and so it getting additional HP is basically going to let it like run shop here. And so we've got the Prismatic Illusionist coming down. And we can see here Phoenix Fire onto the Black Solace, and then trading in the Lantern Fox here is going to be enough to take it out. So he does get a Phoenix Fire off of that, which is really nice. And the Chakri Avatar is now going to be closing in on the enemy here. So he managed to weather the storm there. I was pretty worried about that Black Solace because he hasn't had any Onyx Bear Seals pop up. So I was curious on how he was going to take care of that. But Dravo made some pretty good choices. Deathfire Crescendo. Now this is pretty interesting. When a minion dies, this is going to get +2/+2. So that buffs up to a 5/5. That doesn't... some nice burst damage, but doesn't really seem worth it. He's managed to get Dravo down pretty low here. He should be able to back off and stabilize. One of the things I would have liked to see this game is him developing the Four Winds Magi. Not only does this damage your opponent, it's going to give you some healing as well for every spell cast. He decided to abuse the Abyssian Sage here to get a really strong Chakri Avatar, but the Four Winds Magi, I think, might have been a more defensive option for him to use to kind of get back some of that HP. Generally, that's going to be Songhai's only form of healing, and because the Four Winds Magi is also an Arcanyst, it's going to be benefiting from the HP buffs of the Abyssian Sage as well. So we'll see how it goes from here. He's on 7 mana, and it looks like he's going to be dropping the Spectral Revenant. Yep, there it is. That is really unfortunate. If he did not have the Spectral Revenant, I'm confident that he would be able to finish him off next turn. But, yeah, actually, very well played. I think that he took a lot of risks there. I'll say, in the beginning, when he decided to play the Chakri Avatar in a more defensive spot, he sort of slowed himself down. I think I would say needlessly slowed himself down there because he was punished by his opponent when she played the Wraithling Swarm to take the mana tile. That's one of the key ways that opening is typically punished, is that you set yourself up to take the mana tile on the next turn, but if your opponent takes that mana from you, then that defensive opening doesn't really amount to much. And at the same time, playing the Chakri Avatar like that, while he was able to keep it alive, the risk of demonic lore was still there while he was weak. So I think that playing it lower in order to get at the mana tile a bit better would have been nice. He still would have taken the same effect there with the Wraithling Swarm taking that mana, but the Chakri Avatar would have been in a better position to take that mana tile had it not happened. Just a small edge there, because if your opponent has the demonic lore, cancels it out. And again, developing the Four Winds Magi, I think, would have been proper. It was definitely hard to find the time for it, with the Black Solace sort of breathing down his neck. If he had Onyx Bear Seal in the deck, which some Songhai players don't run or don't have access to because it is rare, then he might have been able to back off, and then even though the Black Solace was getting buffed by Wraithlings or whatnot, Abyssian doesn't have any movement spells, so if he can just keep his distance from it, it wouldn't have gotten much value, and he might have been able to transform it, while at the same time developing a unit that could start to regen some of that HP for him. So that was a pretty interesting match for sure. As we saw, the Chakri Avatar put in a lot of work with the Owlbeast Sage, so I think that developing the Four Winds Magi was the key component to turn that match into a victory. But that's enough, and that's enough going on that. And thank you so much for submitting that replay, Dravo. Very, very good match, and you're going to be my first replay review. If anybody else would like to have their match casted, any advice or tips maybe given on the fly as I watch your replays, then feel free to add me in Duelyst and submit them. The Duelyst replay submission system that they have built into the chat only accepts your last played replay. You can't currently select from the full list. I think your profile saves your previous 10. So I suppose if there was a replay on that list that you would like me to view, you could simply give me the name of your opponent and what faction. I might be able to look up that specific one as well. So if you guys enjoyed, just let me know, and if you'd like to participate, just hit me up. Thank you for stopping by, and you have a good one.